go right here. Camera, then do. I've always loved to cook, so that's always been my passion. And then luckily, when I got on the fire department, even as a rookie, I saw that cooking was a huge part of what we do. And I was like, this is where I feel like the most comfortable, and I feel like I can, you know, put out good meals. And when you put out good food, guys immediately start to like you. They go, oh, this guy can cook. That's immediately a good thing.
And so throughout his firefighting career, Scott Luft has made the most of his time in Firehouse kitchens. Here at Station 86 in Toluca Lake, he continues his cooking evolution, including, and maybe most importantly, helping the rookies not stress out when it's their time to cook.
The young guy gets on, and he's like, has no idea what he's doing. No idea. He's like deer in the headlights. So I would come in and kind of help him. All right, what are you doing? What do you want to do? What can you cook? Oh, I have no idea what I'm cooking. All right, why don't you try this recipe out? So over the years, I've just been doing that. I've been helping young firemen cook. It's been 11, 12 years of doing this. It kind of went down, it snowballed down to, well, I have all these recipes already saved that I've been cooking forever. Why don't I put them into like a book? Why don't I make like a firefighter cookbook? So my wife's like, well, if you're doing a cookbook, you have to have some kind of like presence or clout or something. How are people gonna know to buy your cookbook? It's like, why don't you start an Instagram page so people actually start to get to know you? So then eventually when you come out with a cookbook, they're like, oh, this guy has a cookbook. I know who he is, as opposed to being like, I'm just Scott Luft, some random guy, and I have a cookbook and you should buy it. And it's like, why?
Yo, what's up? This is an easy Firehouse recipe. I just call them protein bowls.
And just like that, Luft to Cook was created, with Scott simply sharing his passion one plate at a time on social media. He makes it look easy and always mouth-watering delicious. And while filming, editing, and posting takes a little more effort and coordination, the reward is an audience hungry for more.
Seeing it grow the way it has just been definitely a little shocking. When some of my videos started to do a little bit better, and then I would get comments, and then I was like, oh, wow, I'm actually pretty surprised like people are watching this. I get that, you know, people like to kind of see the fire station life, but, you know, I'm definitely not a culinary trained cook. So I was like, I was a little shocked when people started to like show more and more interest in it, and then you start getting comments and all the views start coming, and I'm like, wow, people actually like this? Like, okay, cool.
Hey, so the station mom bought a bunch of carne asada today.
There was a carne asada video that I made. I was making carne asada and I was grilling it outside, and you know, the video did well. We have kind of like a station mom here, and it's one of the firemen's mother-in-law. And she's just always very generous. And so she was like, hey, I had all this extra carne asada. Gave it to her son-in-law, and he brought it into the station. And I said, and I was filming myself, the station mom got us some carne asada. I'm gonna grill it up today. And just that one thing, kind of, everyone's like, station mom, station mom, station mom, what's a station mom? So that was one that, you know, finally started to do well, where I was like, oh wow, I've never experienced any bit of success on this. So that was cool.
Oh, see? So I forgot to turn my camera on.
I shoot it all on my iPhone, so it's all, I think it's fine quality for what I'm doing. I'm not a real cooking channel. I have a little tripod that I'm constantly moving around. That's the other thing, is moving my tripod around. It can be very irritating when I'm like trying to film and you forget to turn your camera on. Or I miss the angles wrong and I miss the main part that I want to film. It can be frustrating. I feel like I'm getting, you know, I'm getting better at it. This right here is a good shot. That will be a good shot in a video. And then I just edit it on my phone with a little app. I just sit there and edit it, put some music behind it. That's definitely the least fun part of it, is the filming and the editing. The cooking is the great part. I'm cooking either way. Whether it's being filmed or not, I'm gonna be cooking. All right, 10-minute warning, 10-minute warning. Lunch in the kitchen, it's coming. It's all revolving around, like, these are actual recipes that you can make at a fire station. I'm making them at a fire station, feeding actual firemen on duty while running calls, so they can be done. People are saying in their home life, their personal life, they're like, oh, I'm making this at home, making this at home, making this at home. I'm like, that's great. That's great. I think it's all like, the more people that can watch it and like the content I'm putting out. But ultimately, the goal is for those young firemen to be able to produce better food. You know, no one likes bad food. Oh, no one wants to eat bad food or food that's, you know, kind of old. I've had this 100 times. It's like, here, try something new.